Woohoo! We are back. Sorry, guys. Some technical difficulties here with the internet connection, so it's proven to be a little spotty at times. Our apologies. But we are back for now. We've got a new match here. This is Lake McKay from Vancouver Island. And Jordan Bawasin, I believe he said his name was. Nope. Jordan B. From Tawasin. Sorry, guys. Hey, Brian. Thanks for joining us, guys. Just getting everything set up here. Lake McKay versus Jordan. This is a handicap race. Lake is going to 8. Jordan's going to 5. We are here at the CCS Westerns, broadcasting out of the Acadia Rec Center here in Calgary. The hall is only maybe a third full right now. We'll be starting the 8-ball singles, I believe, tonight at 8 o'clock. So as the night progresses and people get off work, I'm sure this place will be packed. Hey, Mo. Thanks for joining us. Jordan to break. Lake is ahead by the first rack. Dry break for Jordan. Sounds like a good afternoon to me, Maureen. Watching some friends probably play here in Calgary at the Acadia Rec Center. And watching the pros play the US 9-ball Open. Lake left himself a bit tough here. He's pulling out the short stick. Big 3-ball. He's got to get up and over. That 3-ball's pretty close, too. We'll see if he gets up and over. He does.
Is there only Facebook to watch it?
Hi, guys. Thanks for joining us. We got Jordan at the table here. He is racing to 5, playing Lake McKay. Just doubled up on that 3. But he got a fortunate leave out of it. Mostly behind that 4 ball. So we'll see what Lake decides to do here. Oh, another great leave. I think he was going for it. He was going for that 3 off the 5. Or the 3 into the 5. But got a good leave. Aw, thanks, Brian. I appreciate that. I mean, we are not professionals here. This is not a paid gig for us, but we do love the game. So thanks for joining us. I know. I saw that.
Look at it now. The Rails kicked him out on the side or under the cushion.
Oh.
I tried to make it, but
Yeah.
well, it's a fucking circle.
Aw. I know, I know. Next one, 8 ball. Yeah, Johnny, the final 16 is broadcasting on DAZN. You can join them for free. I think the first 30 days is free. And then you can cancel your subscription at any time. So I think that's what a lot of people are doing. They have a lot of great great programs to watch. If you like, if you're into all the sports like the golf and snooker and all that kind of stuff, they broadcast quite a bit. I think it's $20 a month they charge, but you can cancel your subscription at any time, and your first 30 days is free, as far as I remember. So I believe Lake is an A, and Jordan is a C player. I don't know what's happening here. It looks like they're moving tables. I don't know if something happened to the table here or what, but it looks like the players are moving. Sorry, guys. Let me just figure out what's happening here.
How you doing, Steph?
Did you?
Good. I need a couple more stickers. I bought a new case.
Give me 1 second here, guys.
from the Western CCS, where Nick is about to crush his opponent. I don't know. What else can I say? PJ just came up and wished him good luck. I think. Oh, I'm commentating. PJ's lost his cue and his phone already twice. Okay, I'm leaving now.
Yeah, it's turned down though.
Is it on or is it down?
It's turned down.
Oh, down. I was making fun of PJ because he lost his phone twice.
Today?
No, you know what he did? So funny. I walk up to him and he.
Okay, sorry guys. What do we got going on here? This is Nick Kruger at the table. Just figuring out a couple logistics here at the tournament. It's always a little bit of a work in progress. All the guys seem to be playing. And left me holding the bag once again. But we'll get it figured out here. Nick's in good shape here. He's up 2 over Robert. I don't know where Robert is from. Does anybody recognize Robert? Can you guys hear me? Hello, testing, testing. Do you hear me? Perfect. Thanks, Jarrett. The last match, so I don't know. They must have been on the wrong table. It was Lake McKay and Jordan, and they were on the stream table. And then they just They didn't tell me anything. They just picked up and moved to a different table. So I think they were just on the wrong table. And Nick and Robert were scheduled for the stream table here. So looks like we got it all straight now. So this is the 9-ball singles. And it looks like this is a handicapped, a mix of everybody. ABC. Nick, obviously an A player, going to 8. And Robert is a B player, going to 6. Robert Caillou from Horse Lake in Grand Prairie. Thank you, Brian. I will then put Robert's last initial in here. My apologies, guys. I am familiar with some of these players. I do know Nick from a lot of previous tournaments. He travels the road a lot, happens to know a lot of the players I know here in Calgary. I know that he's from the Penticton area. So I've seen Nick play a ton before, and he plays great. Robert, I am not familiar with, however, so my apologies. He does look familiar. I believe he's been here in Calgary before, but not familiar with his game. Oh, a bit of a misstep by Nick. Leaves Robert the 7-ball, but not the easiest 7-ball. It's a bit of a cut. And some distance. He's up and over that 8-ball, so that's going to make the shot tougher. The singles is going to start tonight at 8, I believe, Jarrett. But I probably will have to be gone by that time. My kids, unfortunately, are not old enough to sustain on their own. So somebody's got to keep parenting these guys and get them to bed and get them ready for school. We are lucky enough to have grandparents that helps us out, but I will have to get them by 8. So Robert's on the board. 2-1 for Nick over Robert. I will be here till approximately, I would say 7:30 or so. I'll try and stick around as late as I can. That would be awesome, Jared. If I'm here by the time you get here, that would be much appreciated. We need some go juice to keep us going all night. Sounds like it's going to be a late one. Looks like the hall is starting to populate. People are starting to get off work and starting to arrive to hit some balls. Go to table 5. I don't even know which table 5 is. I think 5 is kind of halfway down the row here. So that seems a little impossible. Jared, if you come before 7, I would drink a extra large triple. Grant and I are both the same, just to make it easy. But if not, don't worry about it. But Grant will take one for sure. And he would love it. Yeah, Lanny, I'll probably be taking off around 7:30-ish or so. Joe Knox, a.k.a. Robert. Looks like Robert's got a nickname. Nice little cut by Nick there. Nice little finessey touch. Looks to be in good shape here. Just draw back a little bit for this 8 or even a stop shot. Yes, Jarrett, thank you. Another 9 ball for Nick. And this is alternate breaks. No soft breaks, 3-point rule. And the 9 ball only counts in the top 4. 9 ball will not count in the bottom 2 off the break. Nice break for Robert there. He's got a good look at the 2 here. Everything is wide open. Everything's got a pocket. So 3-point rule would be 3 balls have to make contact with the rail. You have to hit the ball or hit the break hard enough for 3 balls to either hit a rail. A pocket obviously counts as a rail. So if you pocket a ball, that's 1 point. 2 other balls would have to hit a rail. So 3-point rule, you just have to hit it hard enough for 3 balls to hit a rail. I'm assuming, guys, I don't know which table number we're watching here. Let me figure some stuff out here, and I will get back to you. Give me 1 second. Okay, guys, sorry. Just went and took a look at this other table here. It looks like it's Joel and Justin playing on the other table. Maybe we can do some flipping back and forth. Does that mean that you could break, make 1 ball, yet it still be re-racked? So if you make a ball, that is just 1 point. So if 2 other balls don't hit a rail, which is highly unlikely that you make a ball, but 2 other balls don't hit a rail. It could be a re-rack. And if you pocket the 9 off the break into the bottom 2 pockets, the 9 ball is spotted. It does not count as a win. Sorry guys, I'll turn it back up here. Somebody's been messing with my dials as I walk away. Sorry guys, did you hear my explanations there? I didn't realize my volume was down so low. That's what happens when you leave the table and there's nobody here to watch it. People start touching dials. So if you make the 9 ball off the break and it goes into the bottom 2 pockets, the 9 ball is spotted. It does not count as a win. When it looks like Grant just finished his match, and as soon as he comes back, maybe what I'll try and do is get him to set up the split screen so that we can watch both tables at the same time. I don't believe that rule changes if it's a ref rack match, James. I think that that rule is just in place just to try to eliminate the soft breaks, the safety breaks. And if the 9 drops in the top 4, then it counts as a win. That's right. So they're just trying to eliminate the manipulated racks where people have kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Worked it out where they can get the 9 ball in the bottom 2. We'll just flip to this match here while these guys are racking. I believe the score, it was right when I went and looked. Adam, you got me, 3-2. Yeah, that's right. I mean, a lot of these players have worked out on these racks and they know exactly how to get the 9 ball in, a wing ball. So these rules have been put in place for this tournament just to kind of help with the rack manipulation, the soft breaks, all that kind of good stuff that players have gone to in order to win. Yeah, that's right, James. They ruled at the U.S. Open no soft breaks. I think that rule where the player could not check the rack, I believe that has eliminated a lot of arguments, especially at that caliber. I know firsthand that Shane and Corey have had words about racks and manipulation and all that kind of good stuff. So I think that players not being able to check the rack is probably a good thing at that caliber. It's eliminated a lot of beacon. Give me 1 second, guys. Grant's back, and now he's demanding his headset back. So just give us a couple minutes here just to work some stuff around.
Alrighty, guys. It is that quick. Sorry about the mute on the volume. Didn't want to hear you or have you hear the rustling of the headset. So Steph's just getting the other one on. Otherwise, the Myers were wixed.
Whoever's been wearing this headset's got a big head. It's all stretched.
Well, that could be either Ben or Ryan.
Ben and Ryan have big noggins. We're trying to get the split screen going for you guys here, so give us just 1 second.
I'm working on it.
Hoping we can get it so we can watch both tables here. You're gonna hear some fierce clicking on Grant's part here. He's working it out. Just give us a second here, guys. We're trying to get the dual screen, the split screen worked out for you so we can watch both tables.
I think, by gosh, I've got it.
Took you long enough.
Look at me go.
All right, let me just double check these scores.
By George, I think I've got it. Alrighty, guys. Once again, if you can help us out, smash that share button. Let's get it rocking. Now that the split screen's going, Nick Kruger on the right-hand table. 7-ball, bottom right-hand corner. Missed it pro side. Unfortunately, I think that's going to leave Robert with the cut.
Okay, so this is 3-2 for Justin. It's an even race to 5.
Okay, so some last-minute adjustments on the score. Even race to 5 on this side. Mr. Dayton tuning in. How are you, sir? I don't know if you've got your volume on or not, but. And 4-3 on that side. And I think we're good. I think even those ones updated. They did.
Okay, so now the tricky part is to keep up.
Yes. Well, this is Robert at the table on the right, putting in the 9-ball in. Tie ball game. Nick's got his work cut out for him.
Nick's going to 8, Robert's going to 6.
Robert can play.
I recognize him from last year. I'm
I
not
do
familiar
too.
with him, but I
Yeah.
recognize him.
Yeah, me too. So left-hand table, I'm not sure who's at the table.
Got me.
I don't know. Maybe one of the viewers know if this is Joel or Justin. I know it starts with a
Oh.
J.
It's kind of an unlucky rub, scratched right in the side.
So one of the J's is going to go up.
This guy looks like a Joel to me.
Well, you know, if you go check the score once this 9-ball is deposited, that'll tell us.
I think I guessed right.
How many of the Calgary big boys are in it? A lot of them.
Most of them.
Yeah, Ben Francis, Eric Vargas,
Joe
Russ
Spence.
Whittle, Joe Spence,
I saw Gary Kirkland here earlier.
Gary Kirkland, Mark Downey,
Mark Vinogradov.
Vino Bott, yep.
Phil Taranjo is here from Edmonton.
Wow, Robert, look at that. 9 on the snap for a 5-4 lead.
Whoa.
Who else have I seen from the Calgary crew?
Greg Cairns is here.
He didn't play in the 9-ball, but
No.
he's in 8-ball. PJ Mastercott's in.
Yep. Greg Cairns is playing his Scotch with Bonnie Plowman.
There you go. Steven is still down in lost wages at the U.S. Open 9-ball.
Yeah,
He is taking it all in, and I don't blame him a bit for it.
he took a big step last week, put himself into the U.S. 9-ball Open. Didn't fare as well as he wanted to, although this was his first experience there. I think he was a little caught off guard.
I'll say this. I drove him to the airport, and the nerves were there for sure.
He was giddy like a schoolgirl.
Yeah.
He was
and
excited.
I don't think he could play the first match because he was too excited the night before and didn't get enough sleep.
Yes. He actually lost his first match to
Imran Majid.
Yep, who was in the final 16.
Yes.
So that is, I chalk those up to good losses because you lost to a good player.
Well, and I did talk to Steven after that loss, and he feels he shoulda, coulda, woulda on the win. Oh, my. Nick with an unforced error gives it up.
Oh, gave him the match.
Gives it up to Robert for the match. What was I saying? Oh,
He
yeah,
coulda
the
played better.
shoulda, woulda, coulda, yeah.
Yeah.
He said he was playing his B game.
Yeah, he said he was just not, he was playing good safeties, but just couldn't get there.
Yeah, always left a window, and
Yeah.
he was just off a little bit. and I
Couldn't get
think
the weight down. The tables were super fast.
Yeah. He just lost, Imran did. So did he win one already on top 16? So he must be top 8 if he just lost out? So again, not a bad loss
No.
for Steven.
When you lose to a player that is a good player, I mean, regardless whether he brought his best game or his second best game,
That's right, yeah.
he lost to a great player. And it's not
You
that
know
he
what,
got
there's-
killed either. He lost 11-7.
Yeah, there wasn't a bad player in the house. That's
Yeah.
256 of the world best pool players.
Yeah. Monsters.
There was no easy draw. There was no give me matches.
Yeah, totally, James. I mean, you can't have a great day every day. You're going to have good days. You're going to have bad days.
Oh, he
It's
lost
your-
his first one, Church, he says. Still top 16. Good for Imran Majid for sure.
Really good.
Took out Steven.
Just
or
to make
puts
it.
Steven to the B side.
Yeah, just to make it to the top 16 is a huge feat in that field. Crazy.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe one of the viewers knows who is at the table in the gray sweater. Is that Joel or is that Justin?
I think he looks like a Joel.
Well, and it gives Steven kind of that experience on now
Now he
what
knows
you
what to
need
prepare
to
for.
do, right?
And we were saying to him, his whole career, he's walked into a pool room as one of the big dogs. And in that room, he was a little tiny fish.
Yeah.
And I don't think that he's experienced that feeling before.
Probably not.
He has gone to China and played in the Chinese 8-ball.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
These are all of difference is these are all of his idols, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Shane Van Boning, Corey Deuel, Imran. I mean, you name it.
yeah.
Yeah. The split screen, the other match is done, so we're full screen on the only table going right now.
So good for him for stepping into the big pool with the big dogs. We'll be talking lots to him, I'm sure. I think he arrives on Saturday, so maybe he'll step into the room here Saturday night, Sunday,
Yeah.
play with his team. We'll see how he feels. But yeah, it was a big step for him, and I'm glad he did it.
You know what? At 23 years old, I could only wish to be in a room full of 256 of the world's best and still somewhat compete.
Sounds like Alex is next. Thanks for the
Indeed.
updates, guys.
Absolutely. Yeah, monsters are real.
They sure
Vegas
are.
just had 256 of them. Oh yeah, there wasn't an easy draw at all for nobody. It was either even talent or pretty tough match if you were in that room. But I can tell you the pictures that we saw of that room looked absolutely
I heard nothing.
amazing.
Nothing but raving results out
Yeah.
of Matchroom down there. So
Yeah.
good on them.
Yeah, well done.
I think we're going to see a lot of them. A lot of these tournaments happen. So this is Justin.
There is the man himself, Mr. Holem.
Oh, there's Steven. Just talking about you, buddy. Hope you are soaking it all in down there. Good for you for stepping into the big pool with the big dogs.
Absolutely. My hat's off to you, sir. Can't wait to see you when you get home, buddy. I want to hear all about it.
So back to this match here. It looks like Justin is at the table in the gray sweater.
Ah, very good.
So my guess was 50% wrong. I had a 50-50 chance.
No, you were 100%
I was
wrong.
100% wrong. I had a 50-50 chance.
It's live. The numbers are not right, Tina, for Joel and Justin. It is time, buddy, and you know what? My hat's off to you. I was just letting everybody know that when I took you to the airport, the nerves were there, and it was actually kind of cool to see.
You don't see
And
the nerves hit Stephen very often.
And that's what I said to him. I said, you know what? You got to soak this in, because how many times do you go to a pool tournament and this is how you feel? It never happens for him. So I was kind of happy to see that, and use that as fuel, use that as fire, enjoy the experience, man. I really hope you soak it all in and enjoy it for what it is. It will give you the foothold for what you need to go forward. Pretty proud of you, buddy.
It's 4-3 for Justin.
4-3 for Justin.
Okay, guys, just checked on the scores, and those scars are scars. Wow.
We just did that in stereo,
Yeah,
too.
jinx.
You owe me a beer. Instead, I'll just drink your Slurpee.
4-3. Scores are right. A little bit of angle on that 3, but that actually might give him a little bit of a bump on that 8 ball. Open that 9-8 up.
Yeah, absolutely, Jarrett. And for a guy like Steven, 23 years old, you know what? My hat's off, brother. At 23 years old, you could be doing a lot worse.
Lots of work moving forward for the U.S. Open in July. Well, I'm glad to hear it. I think now that you've got a taste of it, I think you're going to be hooked.
Awesome. Thanks, Jarrett. Appreciate it. Well, and hopefully, Steven, I can make it down there with you in July and just kind of be in your corner and root you on. That would be unbelievable. I'll tell you, Brian, you hit the nail on the head. It was I said exactly that to Steph when I got home. I said it was like sending my firstborn off to college. Right? For those that don't know, Stephen lives with Steph and I. So it's Stephen and Laurel, his wife, and their young daughter. And I consider Stephen one of my boys, one of my closies. And
Your closies?
one of my closies.
Wow.
He's one of my close friends.
I've
And,
never heard closies before.
Well, I just coined it.
You're lame.
Stephen will back me up there.
You're going to need backup after that one. Oh, Justin just missed that 7 ball. He was thinking too hard about opening that 8-9 up.
For sure. But yeah, he's one of my close friends, and yeah, it was kind of like sending your firstborn off to college. It was kind of fun. That's all right. I'm allowed to be lame. I'm allowed to be cheesy and lame and corny and all of those types of things. I can't keep up with you. Not if you're drinking, BJ. I'm certainly no drinker. You got me outmatched there. Okay, so Justin now at the table. 8-ball top right. Gonna have to put a stroke on it. Wants to come back down. I don't know if you'll be able to hold it. Maybe. This is where my trust in Valley tables isn't there. He hit it good though.
Oh, BJ says you can't keep up with them. You probably can't, BJ.
Yeah, I just answered that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I was talking
Thanks.
to.
Yeah.
I was talking to
Yeah.
Wayne.
How about you just keep up with the conversation?
People stop by and talk to me.
Well, then don't come in halfway through a conversation.
Well, I'm just catching up on the comments.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Catching up on the comments.
I know I can't keep up with Steven and BJ if they're drinking.
Yeah.
They got me licked.
So it looks like
Although it
we are.
would be a heck of a lot of fun. I would be a really fun drunk.
I don't know.
Especially in Vegas.
I don't know if it would be fun for anybody else who had to drag your butt back to the room.
Wow. I hate to say it, but that's not my problem.
So
At that point, that would be a them problem.
It
And their
looks-
fault for getting me that way.
It looks like we don't have a match right now. So
We don't. We're sitting here yammering to ourselves,
That's right.
which I got to end right now. I yammer to you
Yeah,
too
we're
much.
not getting anywhere too fast.
All right, guys, we are going to do a quick shutdown restart. Looks like that match is over. Justin takes the win. So we'll shut down. We will be back as soon as we have more matches to put up for you. It'll be Steph and I on the mic again. If you haven't done so already, make sure you go onto our Facebook page, click that like button, or go onto YouTube, hit the subscribe button so when we do come back, you'll be notified. You can come back and join in all my corny lines.
What a treat.
Right? It is awesome. On behalf of myself and Stephanie Toy and the rest of the Q Sports Live team, we appreciate you tuning in, guys. We will be back momentarily.